Hello Virgo, welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a bonus tarot reading for Virgos. Virgos continue to have the highest viewership, so I'm going to keep sending videos out to you. All right, Virgos. What's the overall, thank you, right to business. Let's get to it. Outcome and advice for Virgos. What would be the most helpful information, the most helpful advice? All right. Alrighty, let's turn the cards over. Today's reading, Virgo, the overall energy is about the Hierophant. Taurus energy. Teaching. This feels like teaching. Often this card can have several meanings for me, but it's really hitting the teaching. Got the Dalai Lama here. Was the 14th? All right. All right, what does Virgo need to know about the Hierophant? Okay. The Hierophant clarified by the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Pulling your energy from a contract? There's some pulling your energy from one. This is coming out as a contract. Ooh. Also, what came out was the Strength reverse and Devil reversed. Insecure. Someone's insecure around detaching from Devil energy. Someone's pulling their energy away from. This seems less around teaching and more about a contract, some type of agreement. What contract? What's the contract? The living room reversed and legal matters. It's not in the living room. Feels like it was like in the house, private, but something is no longer private. It's out of the living room. It has to do with some type of legal matters, and there's a lot of anxiety around this. Feels like there's a desire to detach from some type of addiction, obsession, toxic behavior around this contract. Someone's pulling their money from this. They're pulling their time, their attention. They're pulling their energy. Could be finances as well from this contract. Legal matters. Let's keep going. What does Virgo need to know about the Hierophant? This legal matters. For the Virgos that are here, what are they needing to hear? What are they needing? What messages would be the most helpful? Someone's being reckless. I'm getting kind of two sides of this. Someone's very insecure. Feels like they've been dabbling, operating in toxic energies. They were really reckless. Let's keep going. who is being really reckless? Let's dive in. Who's really nervous? 5 of Swords. This feels like someone who was a bully to you, someone who feels entitled to some contract. Win at any cost. Feels like they're very comfortable in this bullying energy. Whoever this is, it feels like they're so used to being a bully and getting what they want by punching down, taking advantage of others when they're vulnerable. This type of behavior, it feels like they just assume that they're just never going to get caught. Never going to have to suffer from the repercussions of their actions because they've gotten away with it. Life has shown them that bullying others got them what they wanted. And so it feels like this person feels very comfortable at these high stakes. But something has shifted. Oh. The toxic energy the devil energy is coming out in reverse. It feels like you, viewer, might have pulled your energy from whoever is so toxic, wildly insecure. I think that's why they're so cruel and manipulative. It makes them feel powerful. It's not real power. It's overt manipulation, overt dominance. But they're not dominating someone at their own level. They're not punching and fighting for something with someone on their own level. They're punching down. They're taking advantage of someone. So this isn't someone who has power and has shown that they're powerful because they've dealt with other people at their level. This is someone who is wildly insecure, and so they need to put others down, put people in their place, pull one over on others. It makes them feel powerful, but they're punching down, so it's an abuse of power. Okay, and it looks like you have pulled your energy away from this person. Whatever contract that you had with them could be a marriage contract. There's some type of something's coming up. Tell me more about the viewer's side of this. So you see this person clearly. 8 of Swords in reverse. You are not blinded. You're not limited in how you see this. This is very clear. This is wise, it feels like, to pull your energy from this person, from this contract. For some of you, this might be literally a Taurus, since Hierophant's Taurus. Okay, it looks like you alchemized, let go of this connection and went on your own with Temperance and the Hermit card coming out with some other cards, but those are the major. So we've got Taurus, Sagittarius, and Virgo energy. So Virgo, you showing up in your own reading allows you to take use of these energies. We also have Leo and Capricorn. All right. So I feel like we're getting two sides. And it has to do with legal matters, is in between you, Virgo, and the story of you pulling your energy. You see someone clearly. You've left that foundation, left and realized I could do better, not holding on to it, this person or this environment. You've tempered your emotions, healed, a lot of healing going on your own. Anything else that about legal matters? Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. This could be, the contract could be a marriage, divorce. There's something about a contract here, and it has to do, this is a general reading, so I am not able to get any closer. All right, let's look at what's hidden. We've got Temperance coming out in reverse in what's hidden. Temperance came out upright in the overall energies just now. You being able to heal, transmute, alchemize very patiently, because it feels like it took a while. So someone is unable to be patient. Death reversed. Someone keeps repeating cycles. They don't want this to end. They don't know how to end this. They don't know how to find balance, to balance their emotions. Wow. 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse. This is someone very miserable, out of balance, repeating cycles, creating betrayals. There's a lot of woundedness around this, a lot of betrayal. Tell me about this 3 of Swords energy, betrayal, heartbreak, third party. It feels like Queen of Wands with her back turned. There could be a third party in what's hidden. With her back turned, I get the feeling if there is a third party, first of all, you're not hearing it here. I'm not here to feed your delusions. You will know about this from reality. Not. Does that make sense? Just want to make sure. Okay. So if you know that there was a third party, it feels like it's someone you didn't even know, who was a good match. Also very out of balance, repeating cycles, very unhappy. But it feels like these two, whoever you were dealing with, who's in this 5 of Swords, I get the feeling like this Queen of Wands with her back turned and the 5 of Swords, like, thinks that's a show of strength. I don't think the Queen of Wands with her back turned is recognizing that someone who feels this comfortable punching down without a moral compass, who's just wildly insecure. They're not seeing this person very clearly. It feels like there's a lot of justifications. Okay, so this person has told quite a tale about you. Oh, yeah, you're why they're unhappy. That's not the truth. That's what they're saying. We are each responsible for our own happiness. And so if someone else is blaming you for their inability to be happy, then they need to make different choices. You can make different choices as well. But that's a lot to put on someone else, to be responsible for your inner workings and whether or not you're happy or not. All right, so tell me about this Queen of Wands with her back turned in What's Hidden. Anything more that we need to know? Oh, there's a whole plan. Okay, so it feels like this feels like a breakup, end of maybe a marriage. There's legal matters. Finances involved. And in What's Hidden is this third party. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a plot. There's a plan to leave you, viewer, Virgo, without any money. And it's like they're creating a love story for themselves. Completely unapologetic about this behavior, to treat you, Virgo, to win at any cost. It feels like whoever you were with found a third party who is also, it feels like, susceptible to a tale of woe, and that you're just apparently the worst. Oh, it feels like the third party wants to rescue. So the Queen of Wands with her back turned is feels like has heard quite a bit about you, Virgo. Wow. This person plays both sides to the middle, just says whatever they need to say to get what they want. There's something here, like in part of the story, is that Virgo can't let go. Virgo won't let me go. So it also creates this, like, I need to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to battle for. So, oh, ick. So this person, this Five of Swords person, wants to be fought over. Wants to be able to treat you like this, but then expects you to get up and use your energy instead of being defeated and just walking away. This person is expecting you to fight and beg to stay. That's what the plan was. And it would make this Five of Swords person feel all wanted and so, oh, I'm just so amazing. I just can't get Virgo off of me. And then this person, the Queen of Wands, is fighting for the Five of Swords, creating Three of Swords issues. So there's some type of competition, and it's making this fella feel all kinds of cool, amazing. So it feels like they've told quite a story about you, and so it gives them like carte blanche to treat you anyway cruelly. The more cruel, the better. To kind of, because you're just so awful. There's just this. It's not true. It is not true at all. But it's an illusion. It's a delusion. Oh, oh. Okay. Wow, the Queen of Wands might also be miserable in their relationship, in their marriage. Oh, so they both are blaming their partners, that their partners are miserable, because the King of Wands in reverse with the Page of Swords in reverse. Um, so maybe it's like two couples, uh, two people, they're both in other relationships. That's what I'm tuning into. And they're both have just, it's not their fault. It's their partner. Their partner sucks and their life would be completely better without. And so, yeah, so now I get that they're trying to change their luck. Trying to wow, take what's yours. I'm getting destiny swapping. Like the Queen of Wands wants your person wants the Queen of Wands. You don't want anyone who doesn't want you. But there's so much in what's hidden. And there's not a lot here purposefully in what's in the open. It just feels very matter of fact and cold. It feels like Virgo, the person you were in a relationship with, just pulled their energy away. And they're not communicating. They're not creating an ending. They're just disappearing. For some of you, they're making it so uncomfortable. So you're the one who taps out. Oh, because if they can make you so miserable, one, they feel really good. Two, it might prove something. If this person is really, your partner is really cruel to you, while you're still connected and in a relationship, then the Queen of Wands, it proves something. Like, I'm with you. I don't like them. And so, like, proving it by cruelty. The Queen of Wands with her back turned, that to me does not say, oh, good, I'm so jealous of your partner. It tells me that this person feels comfortable turning on their partner and treating their partner like they've never met them, like they didn't have a whole relationship. For some of you, kids. And so if this person feels comfortable doing that to you, why wouldn't they feel comfortable at some point discarding the Queen of Wands in that way? Okay. So what I'm getting is make you miserable, make you so miserable, pull all energy from you, make it as confusing as possible, and maybe take what's yours. This doesn't feel fair, but it looks like you woke up and balanced, let go. I mean, what can you do? You don't want to fight for somebody who's not interested in the relationship, is obviously has pulled their energy away. What else could you do but in this? But by them making you so miserable that you have to in this relationship, then they can be like, oh, I'm so bummed, and then wait a week or two before they soft launch their relationship, something like that. Ick. Okay. In the outcome and advice, Virgo, we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords. Indeed. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and the Tower reversed. Right away, yes, the Ten of Cups reverse, Three of Swords. These are, Ten of Cups in reverse came out in What's Hidden with the Three of Swords next. Wow. Wow. In the same order. Ten of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords. Wow. I love double. All right. These are very unhappy people creating betrayals. The Queen of Wands in reverse, it feels like she just gendering the card, not the actual person. It looks like there might be a partnership that she's ending as well, because the King of Wands in reverse shows up with the Page of Swords in reverse. Like this, she has nothing but negative things. So she might be ending her marriage or relationship. There's just, it's third party everywhere. Everybody's unhappy and creating more unhappiness through the third parties, through all this betrayal. I get the feeling, I mean, what they're talking about, what the goal is happiness, is to, from their perspective, they're trying to be happy. They want happiness. They want love. But the way their passage, their path to a loving connection is betrayal and pain. And so how can you create a loving relationship off of all of this pain? It's creating more pain. It doesn't look like it works. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it only works if you, Virgo, agree to co-create this and stay being bullied. Stay so this, your ex has access to you so they can still come in and bully you and manipulate you. But you just said no. I'm not co-creating this ending the way you prefer. It looks like you saw through the fog of confusion that they were trying to create, and you stopped trying to fix this relationship. It feels like you might be a chronic fixer, Virgo. But this was the last straw. It does seem, now going back to the overall energy, that with the Hierophant, that this was an important lesson, something you needed to observe. And so you can let go of this contract. The unconscious, it feels like there's some unconscious agreements here. Feels like this person creates all sorts of unconscious agreements. My way or the highway. And it feels like you're a small version of yourself, Virgo, at the end of this relationship, because of so many unconscious agreements. Unconscious agreement to not have needs, not have wants. Unconscious agreement that you never criticize this person. Unconscious agreement that you just stay small, don't ask for anything, don't have any needs. Becoming, it feels like learned helplessness, a small version of yourself. That you don't have a life of your own either. I mean, there's a lot of unconscious agreements to be in a relationship with this person. And it feels like this person's punishing if you don't abide. They're not communicating these agreements. That's why they're unconscious. They're just creating and manipulating. There's a lot of gaslighting, a lot of bullying, making you feel like you're not worthy, you're not valuable. All right, anything else Virgo needs to know in the outcome and advice? There's something about waking up and seeing what was going on and stop trying to fix and see who you're really with. Oh, justice. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. Justice, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups reversed. Justice. Who's the Queen of Cups in reverse? What I'm getting here, Virgo, there is justice. This person creates illusions, delusions, false realities, manipulates people through their emotions. Did the same thing to the Queen of Wands with her back turned. Told false realities. Told lies about you. This person, that's what they do. They knight in shining armor. They want to be the hero or the victim. They're the victim to you and a hero for this person. And what's interesting, you're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome. This is the slowest moving knight of the deck. However, he's dealing with reality. He's planting seeds, pentacles in these fields behind him. And so, yeah, it takes longer because you're cultivating what you prefer along the way. You're in the real world, dealing with real world issues and creating what you prefer. So it takes longer to show what you can do. Whereas this person just creates illusions and delusions, manipulates people who might be prone to fantasy, wanting a way out of a bad marriage, wanting a knight in shining armor to be on the other side. And it looks like this person who creates the false illusions, manipulates people's emotions, we're manipulating unhealed wounds, unhealed heart wounds, taking advantage, first manipulating their gullibility of fantasy and seeing if they can believe what they say without asking too many questions. And getting close. Are they susceptible? Can they? So they start by a fantasy, a false reality that the Queen of Cups, someone who's wounded, really wants that. They have unmet needs. They're hurt. And so it makes them it's a wish come true. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want. And this person is selling that dream, but they can't deliver. And at some point the relationship switches, and this is what the relationship is about. Someone they can bully, manipulate, position as less than. And it looks like justice comes when you stop trying to fix, when you recognize your own value and you go elsewhere, leave, stop trying to heal. You're not this person's medicine. And once you realize that and start focusing on you, then the real healing can begin. So, all right, Virgo, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for, just showing up and supporting each other in the comment section. It's just an absolute pleasure to translate these messages for you, Virgo. So, all right, take care.